So it'd be everything. But we'd save millions and billions of dollars if we could get people to work out.
Vaccines have been a very controversial item, with all the presidential candidates offering different perspectives. Where do you stand?
You know, one of the best books I ever read on vaccines was called The Speckled Monster, about the smallpox vaccine. Thomas Boylston was a doctor down in Boston. They named Boylston Street after him. And he learned from a servant of his that had been in the Middle East that if you took some pus from one of the pustules of someone who survived smallpox, made a little incision in someone who wasn't sick and stuck the pus in the incision, that you actually could inoculate people. It's an amazing thing. It's probably one of the most amazing stories in all of medicine because of the millions of people who survive. So I'm an advocate of vaccines. That all being said, I'm also an advocate of freedom, and I think that individuals do have a right to make some decisions when and where they get their vaccines. And I think in some ways, and there may not be the scientific proof to back this up, that we just do go a little bit overboard with mandating 21 vaccines, 32 vaccines, this and that. I'm not against getting them, but like with my children, hepatitis B, you know, my 6-day-old's not going to get hepatitis B. I just soon wait a couple months and let them grow. It's just, maybe it's my feeling, but I think I'd have the right to wait a few months and spread out my vaccines. Now, all the science says that I'm not correct and there's no evidence, but at the same time, it's my kid, you know, it's their body, and I think I'd have some decision-making in when they get their vaccines.
Senator Paul, Dr. Paul, thank you very much. We'll be right back.